Tuesday, December 5th, 2024. A new 4.0 ePTU patch just dropped. And in this patch, we have some very important update that we need to look at. But first update, and this one is not in the patch note. This one is in the Spectrum discussion. So CIG said, yes, it is intended to not give back missiles when insurance claiming a ship in 4.0. And also, what should be happening right now is missiles should spawn when you first get the ship at your home location for the very first time, but reclaiming your ship won't give back missile stock. So basically what CIG wants to do is to remove the insurance fraud from reclaiming missiles, especially torpedoes, especially some of us have multiple Polarises or multiple torpedo ships or multiple A2s and A1s because CIG has dramatically increased the price for those big ass torpedoes and bombs. So one way to get around it is to reclaiming the ship again. You can even track them out and store them and sell to other players by doing the insurance claim, which was exactly what I was planning to do in 4.0, but looks like CIG has prevented this ahead of time. So let's test this out to see if this is currently in this patch. So I'm flying Aegis Eclipse right now. Oh, it says missiles empty already. I just spawned the ship. But I don't have any torpedoes, looks like. Let me see if I can... No, I cannot refuel and rearm. But I don't have any torpedoes. Let me lift up the ship. Yeah, my torpedo bay is empty from the very beginning. There's no torpedoes on my ship. And this is my first time spawning the ship. Yeah, I don't have any torpedoes on the Aegis Eclipse from the very beginning. So let me see if I can... Let me see if I can repair it. Landing. No, restock, no service. I can only repair and refuel my ship, but I cannot restock my ship. Let me launch some flares. Now, let's see. No, restock. Oh, there we go. Now I have a restock option. 9K. What the? The flares will cost me 9K? Okay, maybe this is the way to replenish my torpedoes. Let me see. Do I have torpedoes now? No, I still don't have torpedoes. That's a negative. My torpedo bay is empty. So, well, I guess this is a bug. It's not intended because CIG clearly said initially when you first spawn your ship, you will have full stock of missiles and torpedoes and bombs. But it's when you try to reclaim your ship, your torpedo and bombs will not be rearmed. And guess how you can rearm them is by go to a pad and then click rearm. So you can pay the money to have your torpedoes and bombs rearmed. But this function is currently broken. This needs to be fixed in order for us to have bombs and torpedoes in our ships. Otherwise, a lot of ships will be useless. So this is one thing. Next important feature updates is ships and vehicles, advanced flight HUD, activating the new, more advanced flight HUD on all ships. Now let's take a look. So if you go to your MFD and click Configuration. Under Configuration, Flight, Gunnery, and HUD. Click HUD. Now, you will see Enable MFD Cast, Enable Advanced HUD, and Enable Dashboard UI. This one, we looked at it in my previous videos yesterday. So basically, you can turn your dashboard on and off. See my dashboard all around is off, and now is on. Now, today we have this Enable Advanced HUD option. Click it. Now you can see, let's get a better background for this. Okay, facing the floor. Now you can see we have the advanced HUD option right here. Let's take a look at them one by one. On the top left corner, you have SCM mode. So in SCM mode, you have gun mode, missile mode. You have the little symbol to show you. And scanning mode. Gun mode, missile, and scanning. Okay. Now, if I switch to navigation mode, you have this little progress bar. Nice. So this is scan mode in navigation, and then quantum mode in navigation, and then flight mode in navigation. And scan, and flight, and QT. Nice. Now, what are the rest of the symbol? What does those mean? I have a little screenshot right here. Let's take a look together. This little symbol is auto velocity limit. This one is G safe. This one is overweight. This one is coupled or decoupled mode. This one is veto. This one is ESP. And rotation lock. And also gear down and up. So if I retract landing gear, that little gear symbol disappeared.
Landing gear retracted.
If I lower my landing gear, you have this this little symbol right here.
Landing gear deployed.
That's an auto velocity limit. And also you have this landing gear down symbol. So auto velocity limit is, I think, is limited at 30 meters per second. Let's fly it a little bit. Landing gear up. Oh, I like this velocity. I can see my velocity right now, 1047 meters per second. Bottom right here, you also see the percentage of your fuel. 98% is hydrogen fuel, 100% is the quantum fuel. And what about this? So this little symbol right here with the red arrows is the direction that you're strafing your ship. If I'm strafing up, you can see there is a white bar coming up that I'm strafing up. You not only have a one thin white bar, you also have a thicker white bar. Let's do this. You see that? You have this thicker white bar. I think that is your inertia. Means your ship is still strafing up because you keep strafing up for a little while. But the thin white bar means the direction, immediate direction. If I do this means I'm strafing down, but my ship you still have this inertia going strafing up like this. So if I keep strafing down, you see that little thick bar, white bar coming down. And then all of a sudden, if I strafe up, there is the inertia. So that's very nice indication of the direction you're strafing your ship. And this is the velocity, and here is the percentage of your boost. And this little circle right here is, I think, indicates how much boost you're giving it. So if I give a full boost, you see the bar goes full, solid blue. And if I let go, the bar just disappears. Also over here, you have your number of noises and decoy, and how many you chinned up. So if I chin up 2 decoys, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm gonna launch them. See the number goes, and then noise. Launching noise. Yes. So that's very nice. Okay, now if I'm using speed limiter, so I hit speed limiter. There we go. You see this little speed limiter bar on your screen right here. And now hold left alt. Now I can scroll my mouse wheel to set my speed limiter. And then this is my current speed. But the number will disappear after 1 second. I wish the number could stay, so I know what speed I set. So this is your speed limiter. Now I'm gonna disable speed limiter right here. This little thing I think is the direction you're pulling the G-force. Because here is G. This is a 0G, and 15.8 G I think is the maximum G that you can pull. So if I boost up and then slow down, so I think that is the direction of the G-force you're pulling. So if I want to decouple my ship, I click decouple, you see the little decouple symbol disappeared. You also have, on this ship, you also have the coupled, decoupled right here, and the ESP indication right here. If I hit veto. There we go. Veto showed up, and then veto off. Veto on, veto off. Okay, so rotation lock is right shift. If I hit right shift, you see this little symbol, rotation lock. So sometimes you wonder why your ship's only going one direction. You cannot pitch and yaw. Means you have to hit right shift. Now you're freed from the location lock. So the only two things that it doesn't show on the ship is G-Safe and overweight. So I did disable G-Safe. Let's do this. If I go to configuration, enable G-Safe, click. Oh, there we go. Now you see the G-Safe. But for me, by default, my G-Safe is off. Okay, and then last thing is, okay, ESP. Disable ESP, you see that little arrows disappeared, and enable ESP right here. The last thing I think is the overweight symbol. Does that mean the overweight is when you go to a planet, your ship cannot hover in the air, so you overweight? I'm not exactly sure. Or simply you carry too much stuff